1480.
Live from the WHBC Broadcast Center. Find out more about area businesses, agencies, and events.
It's what's going on right now.
This is Spotlight.
All right, good Monday morning, everyone. It is a special Monday edition of Spotlight this morning, and I always love having this lady in studio with us because it's joy and beauty when we bring Wendy in. Wendy Joliet of Studio Arts and Glass. How are you today?
Great. Doing good.
Good to see you.
Thanks, Pam.
Always like to have you in studio, and when I look at your website and think about all the things that you have, it's a lot of different things. There's a lot of goes
Never boring.
never boring,
Never
runs the
boring.
gamut. I mean,
Yes.
So first of all, tell people a little bit about yourself and Studio Arts and Glass.
We started Studio Arts and Glass almost 45 years ago.
Oh, my God.
I know. Scary, Pam. So we started by very small, making stained glass windows and doing smaller projects. And over the years, we've grown to doing a lot of churches. We did the restoration at the Ohio State House back in the 90s, then more and more and more churches. This year we just completed a large restoration at the King Avenue Church down in Columbus, where we took all their stained glass windows and skylight out, restored them, and installed them over the last 5 years, and we just finished this year.
Oh, my
Yes.
gosh.
So very happy that project's completed, but those are the kind of projects we like when we'll start one window in the church and then everyone's happy, and it just goes on and on and on for years then.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the stained glass, I mean, some of the stuff that you have done with that is just, it's beautiful.
Yes,
It's
yes,
a kind what
yeah.
I would call it sort of a lost art in some ways.
Well, we have very talented craftsmen, which is wonderful, and they love what they do. And so just a combination of every project is different, which is fun too. So it doesn't get monotonous. So we'll do anything from a front door and side lights to big bathroom jacuzzi tub windows to church windows to restaurant windows like Bricks up in Green, where we've done the panels between booths, a big divider panel that's 25 foot long in the middle of the restaurant. So a lot of different things.
Yeah.
It's never boring.
And sometimes people build new homes. They
Yes.
want something in their new home.
Got to have
correct?
some character.
That's right.
A lot of the new homes have no character, and the stained glass adds so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then there's your store.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, if somebody walks into your store, what are they going to see?
They're going to see everything. A lot of stained glass windows. We make stained glass windows, obviously. We'll buy older windows from like antique homes and homes they're going to demolish. We'll save the windows. We'll restore them and put them out for sale. People are moving from house to house, and the old windows that we made them 40 years ago don't fit in the new house. So a lot of times we'll buy them back and then resell them. So, and then you'll have a lot of hand-blown glass from artists all over the United States and Canada, and combination of lots of handmade jewelry, which I totally forgot to wear today. Yeah, it's like, oops.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but lots of jewelry, and then we do the seasonal items, like lots of hand-blown glass pumpkins for fall, and then we'll go into Christmas here, start decorating in October.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
my gosh. And
I
there's
know.
some beautiful items.
Yes.
So talk about what's coming up here because you brought in some pictures and things for us to see.
Well, this weekend, every year, we've done a fall festival. So it really spotlights our hand-blown glass pumpkins, and we have basically hundreds of pumpkins. So I actually brought for you today a little pumpkin for each of you.
Oh, thank
And
you.
It's a little hand-blown glass. You got to take your pumpkin. They're little hand-blown glass pumpkins. And
Look at how cute that is.
we love Halloween. We just completed the Bricks Halloween theme through the restaurant yesterday. And so now we're decorating the studio, trying to get it ready for this weekend with going Halloween, pumpkins, anything fall. So,
Okay.
I know. But it's basically Friday we're open from 10 to 7, Saturday 10 to 5, because we're doing some classes on Friday and Saturday. And you can just stop in, check everything out, see what we're doing class-wise, and we'll have some refreshments and things. It's just a fun weekend.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
know what? It's funny because, with pumpkins, sometimes I get like so tired of like the pumpkins.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this little guy is
Yeah.
so cute. And
Yes.
it's something different, something that looks really pretty that
Yeah.
would be not just Halloween.
No,
It's-
it'll go through Thanksgiving.
Mhm,
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then Thanksgiving hits, and then you'd start decorating for Christmas.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's beautiful. And when you talk about the classes, I know that you do offer a lot of different classes.
We do.
So what kinds of things are people seeing right
Well,
now?
this weekend we're doing a fused glass nightlight. So you can take that class Friday from, I believe it's from 4 to 7, I think it is, something like that. You have to call. From 5 to 7 is the Friday night class. And then we're also doing it Saturday morning from 10 to 12. And you'll take the stained glass pieces and you'll form a little nightlight, whatever design you want to do. We'll take it over the weekend, put it in a kiln, fire it to about 1450 degrees, and then adhere a clip on the back of it, and then you'll pick it up the next week, and you can just plug it in, and you're all ready to go. But you made this, and it's fun.
That's
Yeah.
cool. I
And
love that.
Anyone can do it. So if you have a child, a grandchild, they can come with you and and do the class. And it's fun, and it only takes 2 hours or less.
That's
Yes.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. And then
It's nice to have an activity to do.
yeah, and even
Yeah.
if you wanted to give it as a little gift too, to
Exactly.
someone, that would be
Yes.
that'd be
And they
nice.
all turn out really cute.
Yeah.
And we like the nightlight because it's something everyone can use, a nightlight somewhere.
100%.
Yes.
You have more than one in
Yes.
your home, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
We also do a wind chime fused glass class that has been extremely popular. The next one is September, sold out, but we started another one in October because the class is so popular.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you
So-
just do fused glass hanging, and then when the wind blows, they kind of clank around, and
Yes.
it's just a piece of art for outside
Yeah.
your garden.
Now, can people find the classes on your website?
Well, we're in the process of redoing our website
Okay.
right now. So we do have the website, the new one up. The class schedule is there, but we're working to get it easier to see all the classes and have photos of everything. So you do need to still call in for the class
Okay.
because we do limit the number of people we have in each class because we just want you to get that personal attention.
Yeah.
So that's why you still need to call the studio, and we'll sign you up.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's easy
Yes.
enough. And when folks are going to come to the store
Yes.
for a class, you
Yes.
got to tell them how to get there.
It's so easy.
So easy.
Yeah, the easiest way is to jump on 77, get off at exit 112, which is Schufel. You'll make a right off the exit, a right on Freedom, a right on Strasser, and you're basically at my front door because Strasser will dead end into 77. And it's just it's easy, yeah. Because if you think about it, we're on Apple Grove and 77 because the back of my building sits on 77. The side sits on Apple Grove, but you got to get to me from Freedom and Strasser.
Okay, but your
Yes.
address is your address Strasser?
The address is Strauss.
Oh, Strauss.
Yes.
Strauss, that's
because
right, okay.
Strasser dead ends into Strauss. Yes, I know. It's fun. At least Jackson Township finally put a sign up for me. It took years, but we have a sign now that tells you where we're at. Yes.
Oh, very good.
I know.
That's
Thank
good.
you.
Oh
I
my
know.
gosh, yeah, that's great. Because I know every time we talk about that,
Yeah.
here, 77
Yep.
Apple Grove, Strasser.
But since
Strauss.
we had that Schufel exit put in, it's easy because
Yeah.
it's just whichever way you're going, north or south, you're making 3 right turns, and you're at my front door basically. And I've got a big 50-foot neon sign out on 77. That helps also.
That sure does.
Yes.
And I'm glad you say Schufel.
Yeah,
'cause,
Schufel.
Yeah, there's the shuffle people, and
yeah.
we tell them that would
I
be
know.
L-E, not
Yes.
E-L.
Yes, exactly. Uh-huh.
All right, well, we're going to take our first break, and when we come back, we'll talk more about some plans of things that you have coming up and the Fall Festival and so much more at Studio Arts and Glass on this Monday edition of Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
The Ramsey Show.
If I thought, with my 40 years plus in the financial world, that your best shot at having a high-quality life was a universal income, I would be for it. But I don't think it is.
The Ramsey Show, Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to noon on 1480 WHBC.
At Cleveland Clinic Mercy Hospital, world-class care is close to you, with multiple locations ready to provide the care you need in your community. From heart and cancer care to minimally invasive and robotic-assisted surgery, Cleveland Clinic is investing in your community with innovative technology and a growing network of specialists to meet your unique healthcare needs. For every patient, for every care in the world. To learn more, visit CantonMercy.org.
Hi, this is Victor at Hayden's Auto Glass. Advanced driver assist systems are the norm on new vehicles. Lane departure warning systems obtain information from a windshield-mounted camera. When replacing one of these windshields, calibration of the camera is required. This is not a one-man-in-the-parking-lot job. You need trained technicians using specialized equipment to keep your car running safely. So make the safest choice. Choose Hayden's. At Hayden's Auto Glass, the difference is clear.
Hayden's Auto Glass. The difference is clear.
Fall has arrived at Studio Arts and Glass. Friday and Saturday, make a fused glass nightlight. Call to reserve your spot. Shop our blown glass pumpkin patch while enjoying a refreshment. Featuring local artists, stained glass, Halloween, sunflowers, and pumpkins galore. Fall Festival of Art this Friday till 7, Saturday till 5 at Studio Arts and Glass in North Canton on 77 and Apple Grove.
Is your organization planning a craft show, auction, fashion show, reverse raffle, or other fundraiser? Canton Chair Rental has the expertise and equipment to help make your event a success. Canton Chair Rental can design your layout in our CAD program and arrange tables for the best use of the space available. We have basic tablecloths, specialty linens, table runners, and napkins in different sizes and colors to match any theme from casual to formal. And we can provide tables and chairs as well as china, silverware, and glassware for as few as 50 guests or as many as 1,500 or more. No event is too large or too small for Canton Chair Rental. If you need to partition off a room, our pipe and drape is available in a variety of colors. Consider renting a stage to draw attention to live auction items or serve as a runway for your fashion show. We also have 3 different sizes of raffle drums for your use. At Canton Chair Rental, our slogan is, we don't just rent tables and chairs, we rent events. So as your organization starts planning your next fundraiser, call the event professionals at Canton Chair Rental.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards that zero-turn lawnmower you've always wanted. And after using its edge-shaping technology to meticulously sculpt the face of the Mona Lisa into your grass, you'll become the undisputed king of Saturday morning lawn care, leaving your neighbor and sworn enemy Gary to question his place in the delicate neighborhood ecosystem. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Hello? Hey, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. Did you know we've got you fully covered?
I've taken up beekeeping. I'm always covered.
I'm talking the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage at up to half the cost.
Same honey? Half the work?
Exactly.
Sweet.
Just call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit ConsumerCellular.com.
Savings based on cost of consumer cellular single line 1, 5, and 10 gig data plans with unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plans offered by T-Mobile and Verizon January 2020.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire, or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-298-9383. 800-298-9383. Again, that's 800-298-9383. Coverage, deductibles, and claims may vary. For details, go to EnduranceWarranty.com.
American workers earn billions of dollars every day, but more than 70% have to wait at least 2 weeks to get paid. That's why mobile banking app Chime has launched MyPay, a game-changing way to access payday when you say. Here's Jennifer Dome, head of consumer communications at Chime.
MyPay is designed to transform the way people get paid in America. It allows members to access up to $500 of their pay before payday, with no interest, no credit check, and no mandatory fees. With MyPay, Chime is unlocking America's pay.
Despite modern payment options like advanced autopay, quick deposit, or wire transfer, the 2-week pay cycle has remained a standard for over 80 years.
You don't live your life 2 weeks at a time. Why get paid that way? The pay cycle is outdated and long overdue for an upgrade. With MyPay from Chime, you're in control of payday to tackle whatever life throws your way.
To learn more about MyPay, visit chime.com/MyPay. That's chime.com/MyPay.
Now back to Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
All right, it is a special edition of Spotlight on this Monday morning, and we have Wendy from Studio Arts and Glass with us this morning, and the location is 7495 Strauss Avenue, Northwest North Canton.
Correct.
If you're going to put it in your GPS. What does the GPS do? Does it get you all wacky? Is it?
Use Waze. Waze is so easy. I love Waze. Because some of the GPSs don't take you to the right location. I'm sorry.
I would imagine.
I know. So it's so easy to find. Once you've been there once, you're like, this was easy.
This was so simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So, all right. So we were talking about the Fall Festival.
Yes.
Which is coming up this weekend.
This
right?
Friday and Saturday. Friday 10 to 7, Saturday 10 to 5.
Okay.
Yes.
All kinds of wonderful things for you to see. Pumpkins, and more pumpkins.
More pumpkins, yes. And some Halloween, but more pumpkins, and think fall. That's what we call Fall Festival. I love Halloween, but we do some Halloween with lots of fall.
Okay,
yes.
Very good. And then the following weekend, you have something else planned.
We're going to take fresh picked pumpkins, and we're going to do a succulent top on those. So we'll take succulent and some moss and some different pieces, and you will actually take a fresh pumpkin, so you can actually put it like on your dining room table as a centerpiece. They usually last through Thanksgiving, so it's a great Thanksgiving centerpiece.
Hey.
Usually people will keep them inside just because we have such weird weather right now. Hot, cold. So, but they're gorgeous, and you can actually make those, and we'll do a Friday night class again. The Friday nights from 2 to 4. And the Saturdays from 10 to 12, and that's not this weekend, it's next weekend that we're going to make the succulent pumpkins. We have Melinda from the Beach Creek Botanical Gardens. She comes in, and we work together, and we make these pumpkins, and they turned out fabulous. Yes.
Yeah, if you go to the website, you can actually see what they look like. And they are. I said to
They're
you,
gorgeous.
I've never seen anything like this.
And we have a lot of pumpkins you can choose from. So you can do a tall, skinny ones, little squatty ones. There's all different shapes and sizes as pumpkins come.
Yeah, and they're beautiful. And then the succulents go around the top, right? The opening like.
I actually have a friend of mine that made one last fall. After Thanksgiving, she put it in her pool house. and it wintered over. And in the spring, it was still in a shape of a pumpkin because the pool house was cool.
Mm-hmm.
She put in her planter, and those succulents collapsed. The pumpkin totally collapsed, and the succulents kept growing in her planter, and she actually grew a pumpkin from the seeds that were from in the pumpkin.
No kidding.
So she's going to bring that pumpkin back to class on Friday night and make her a succulent pumpkin again.
Oh my
and do
gosh.
it again.
That's
Yes.
pretty cool.
I know.
That is very cool.
That's what I thought.
I mean, honestly, because you don't, yeah, I mean, it is kind of weird to think that you're putting it in the fresh pumpkin.
Yes.
And that it's going to last.
Yes. Well, because you
know?
don't cut the pumpkin, so
Uh-huh.
it's still keeping its still shape
Right.
and form.
Okay.
So that's
That
why
makes
it'll
sense.
stay for usually months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you top it. And how do the succulents grow?
Well, because you'll add water to them.
Okay.
But succulents, they like sun. They don't need a ton of water.
Mhm.
So it's pretty easy. You can just kind of take your pumpkin, put it in your sink and kind of mist it, or just dribble a little water on it, and then they'll grow. And they're
Wow.
gorgeous.
And
then
that's
in
easy.
the spring, you can even take them and make a wreath out of them.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. They're
That's
fun.
Yeah. Where did you find this?
I know. We need more projects, things to be crafty and artistic. So
yeah,
get that artistic flair out.
If there are people out there, and obviously, you know, they can call you and ask questions about
Sure.
the events this weekend and next weekend if they want to. But if there are folks sitting out there saying, you know, I have this stained glass window, how do they go about doing something like that?
Well, if you have a stained glass question, most people call and ask for me because I've been doing this forever. And because we can either repair your existing stained glass window, we can alter your window. Like somebody will come in with a orange border on the window that they hate and they want it changed to like a clear texture or a beveled border. Those are things we can do. Majority is we'll create a new window for people and just make something fabulous that you're going to love, and it'll be a family heirloom for years for people to cherish. And you can hang them, or we can install them permanently. We like to install things with things like clear clips, because then the window is removable to be able to clean. So, yeah.
Okay.
Because you got to
Okay.
think about it. It's still glass. You want to keep it clean.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. What would you say is the amount of people that actually have stained glass
A
these
lot.
days?
A
Is
lot.
there?
Yeah. So I'd say probably about 1 in 10 people will have some form of stained glass in their home.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Because we do things very contemporary. We'll do things real old world traditional. We can do floral pieces. Florals are not as popular as they used to be when we first started. A lot of people like the clear textures and the bevels. We're doing a project right now down in Marietta where we're doing all beveled glass and clear textured windows throughout a home. Yes.
Oh,
We're doing a
wow.
project right now in Virginia where we're doing colored irises and poppy windows in a home.
Oh, I bet that's
Yes,
really
yes.
pretty.
Yeah, we're doing a project in Florida where it's going to be all colored stained glass. So we go all over.
Yeah,
Yes. We
and
drive a lot. Yes, we drive a lot.
And that sounds so, that all sounds so pretty too. I think people, you know, maybe that's not top of mind when they're considering, you know, decorating or new decor
Yes.
or something
Yeah.
like that in a
Well,
house.
that's the nice thing about clear textured and beveled glass. It's timeless.
Mm-hmm.
You're never going to have to worry about those trends like the burgundy and the hunter green or the seafoam green and the peach. So, yeah. So you're not going to have to worry about those trends because the clear textured and the beveled glass is timeless.
Yeah, and you were talking about putting the clips on to take it in and out and clean
Yes.
it. Is it hard to keep okay?
I can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Okay.
Yes. It's very simple. But when you clean a stained glass window, you'll put your glass cleaner like a Windex or a non-ammonia cleaner on your, like a old white t-shirt or a paper towel and just wipe the window off because it's glass.
Okay.
So a lot of churches will call me and they'll say, oh, our stained glass windows are fading. And the stained glass, the color's all the way through it. It can't fade. So a lot of times it's just dirty because they haven't cleaned that glass in 50 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
mean, you know what? 50 years of
Dirt.
looks like. It's nasty.
Yeah.
So we actually have that service where we'll go into the church, we'll clean all their stained glass windows. And it's just a huge amount of work, but I mean, it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure and the difference is probably unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. Yeah. Just to see that light coming through with the rays of, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, that's
like St. Mary's over in Massillon after their fire.
After the fire,
we cleaned their stained glass windows and we restored the windows and we put new windows in. And I just, after that, because of all the soot and the water from those fire hoses and everything, once everything was cleaned, and it's a stunning church right now.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
It's gorgeous.
See, every time I see stained glass, I think of you.
Good. I'm glad.
That's what should be that way, right?
That's the way it should be.
Absolutely. All right. We will take a break now for the news, and we will be back. We'll talk more about Studio Arts and Glass on Spotlight here on 1480 WHBC.
Your place for news and what's going on in our community.
And you guys here at WHBC do your thing for the community. And we appreciate you.
1480 WHBC.
Fall has arrived at Studio Arts and Glass. Friday and Saturday, make a fused glass nightlight. Call to reserve your spot. Shop our blown glass pumpkin patch while enjoying a refreshment featuring local artists, stained glass, Halloween, sunflowers, and pumpkins galore. Fall Festival of Art this Friday till 7, Saturday till 5 at Studio Arts and Glass in North Canton on 77 and Apple Grove.
I'm Vern Dale from Verndale's Water Center. Did you know Verndale's Water Center is the best place to buy your salt, softener salt, agricultural salt, even swimming pool salt? So make Verndale's Water Center your source for high-quality salt at a great price.
WHBC AM Canton, reliable as ever on News Talk 1480 WHBC.
From the News Talk 1480 WHBC newsroom, more information has been released concerning a fire at a business in Akron last week. The flames broke out Thursday afternoon at the SMB Products plant on Rosemary Boulevard. That plant uses methanol, propane, and xylene to produce healthcare products and chemical sprays. City of Akron released a statement saying, in part, air quality monitoring conducted by the Ohio EPA is within normal levels, and the water quality of a nearby creek is also being tested, but that creek is not a source of drinking water. One firefighter who was hospitalized during the fire is now out of the hospital, expected to make a full recovery. The mother of Georgia school shooting suspect Colt Gray called the school that morning to warn them. According to family members, her sister says she called the high school warning of an extreme emergency. Call would have been about 30 minutes before the shooting happened. I'm Pam Cook.
Your severe weather station, News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Here's a look at your AccuWeather forecast. Going to be expecting sunshine, blue skies the next few days ahead as we start at 77 for today, dip down to a low of 54 with a clear sky, and then we're sunny as mentioned tomorrow and Wednesday with a high of 82 tomorrow, 83 coming up on Wednesday. You can always get the latest weather news and forecast when and how you want it wherever you are. You can download our free AccuWeather app or visit AccuWeather.com. This is Jeff Nordine for News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Larry, let's tell them who we talk about on the Music Time Machine.
I like the Roy Orbison Show and The Day the Music Died.
What about Woodstock?
Oh, yeah.
And the Beatles.
Oh, wow.
Listen Saturdays at 10 a.m. and Sundays at 9:30 a.m.
Or listen at your leisure at themusictimemachine.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by Abbott.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Saturday Morning Huddle with Kenny Rhoda, Billy Beebe, and the WHBC sports team.
Coach, a lot happened in this one. Another key play here. McKinley was going to get a chance to get the ball. Your defense was going to have to head out there one more time. What did you see on this kick recovery?
Yeah, we saw where they were lined up, and our kicker put it right where we wanted him to. It was a perfect kick. It's kind of like a good little pitching wedge shot. Just put it down there, and the ball just kind of sat there, and our guys did a great job of coverage.
WHBC Sports. It's more than just the game.
Now back to Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
All right, it is a Monday morning. It's our special edition of Spotlight. By the way, we are live on Facebook right now if you want to check things out. And Wendy's here. I'm here. Producer Billy's here. And Wendy brought some wonderful brochures and some beautiful little pumpkins.
Yes, the little glass pumpkins.
The little glass pumpkins. And the other thing is, if you go on her website, which is studioartsandglass.com.
Correct.
Very easy.
Yes.
You're going to go paging through. You're going to see all this beautiful stuff. And all of a sudden, you're going to see a puppy dog.
That's Katie. Yes.
That's Katie.
Katie is a plot hound.
A plot hound.
Yes, a plot hound is a state dog of North Carolina.
Okay.
Yes, we rescued Katie about 12 years ago from someone in West Virginia who didn't want a gun-shy hunting dog. So, so she does not like thunderstorms, gunshots, anything like that, but she's an excellent greeter.
Aww.
So, yes,
She's a doll.
She is. She is a full-time working girl, and she loves to greet people. That's her job.
Very good.
Yes.
And we asked you, she didn't, we thought, oh my gosh, did she break anything in there?
No, not Katie. She's very agile, being a plot hound. We also have Gary the cat.
Gary the cat.
Yes, Gary's a black cat that walked in the studio about 3-4 years ago and decided he was staying. He will only eat shrimp pate or seafood pate now. So Gary actually has his own fan club that actually comes in to see him, usually weekly, that people love Gary. And there are people out there that are not fond of cats. My mother was one of them. She was scared to death of cats. So if you are scared of cats or dogs, they'll go upstairs or in the other room. So it's just
no worries.
No worries.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But Gary pretty much has the run of the place. He's an excellent mouser. That's Gary's job. He's a greeter and a mouser.
And a mouser. Oh my gosh. Does he bring you the mouse?
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Yes. Gary always brings Mommy the mouse,
He's
and
very
he's very proud of that. So, yeah, we don't get a lot of them, but whenever he finds one, this time of year more because it's getting colder outside, that they're trying to get in. So,
I might have to come up and meet Gary.
Yes, he's a very handsome man. We keep a close eye on him during the Halloween season because he's a black cat, and he's gorgeous. He's just the most beautiful boy, and his disposition is he's so loving. He just wants people to love him.
I bet he's just so happy to have.
He's very happy.
Somebody around him.
He's warm in the winter,
and
he's cold. He's cool in the summer, and he gets lots of attention.
That's wonderful.
So,
I love that.
Yes.
I love that story.
Yes.
And I love the animals being involved is a wonderful thing.
They're a big help because anytime, we're in the glass business, so you got to remember glass breaks.
Yeah.
So they're a nice stress relief also. So that's the way we look at it. Yes.
Yeah. I never even thought about that.
Glass breaks.
And you're like,
It happens.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So, as you go through the year, I know that you have your fall festival this weekend.
Correct. Friday and Saturday.
And there are classes this weekend?
This weekend we're doing nightlight classes. So we're making a nightlight Friday from, I believe, 5 to 7 and Saturday from 10 to 12. Next weekend, we're open all week from basically usually 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday, all year long. And then at the holidays, we have some extended hours also. But Then next weekend, we're doing the succulent pumpkin.
Okay.
We also do a paint your pet class where you send me a photo of like your Gary and we'll draw it on a canvas for you. And then you come to class and you paint it.
Oh, no,
So much fun. Yeah, so much fun. We'll do wine glass painting classes that you can bring your own beverage with you. Usually it's an adult beverage, and have a party. You can also do special private classes where you bring 10 of your friends, Pam, or coworkers. We do a lot of classes for companies, like a team building class, where you bring 10 or more people, and we'll have your own private class. You can bring your own food, your own party, things like that. We don't do a lot of kids' parties because we like the adults to be with the kids for their classes because it's kind of like
Glass breaks.
Yeah, glass breaks, exactly. But we'll do fused glass nightlight classes, fused glass plant stake classes, the wind chimes, and then, of course, the stained glass classes. We do a little intro to stained glass class where we make a little 5-inch by 5-inch panel, and you'll actually take home with you after those 2 hours. We provide all the tools and the materials. And then once you take that class, you can go into our beginning stained glass class where you make about a 12 by 12-inch panel, and you'll buy all your tools and supplies so you can work on it at home also.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So, yeah, if someone feels like this might be their next, hobby or thing they want to do, that's great to know.
But it's
too.
fun to do at home, and it's fun to start now. So when January, February, and March are here, where you're really stuck in the house, it's a great thing to do. It's a good time.
Yeah. And it's beautiful. Like I said, it almost feels like a lost art,
Yes.
but it is, when you see stained glass, it's just a different thing.
And we sell all the tools, all the supplies you would need to make stained glass, because that's what we do all day long. We make stained glass windows. Mm-hmm. So we have everything you would need in our classroom area for sale.
Okay.
Yeah.
See there, folks? That's what's your phone number, by the way, in case somebody wants
494-9779 in area code 330, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Very easy number to remember.
Yes.
Now, when we get to like Thanksgiving, Christmas, that kind of thing, you do open house then too.
We do. So the first weekend of November till Thanksgiving, we do a Christmas open house. We turn our classroom into, like, we call it our winter wonderland, because we really go crazy with Christmas. It's nuts. It takes us about a month after the fall festival to decorate and get ready, because we do all like the latest trends. We'll do traditional Christmas. We'll do this year, pink and powder blue are huge, that we're going to do trees with that whole theme. So we've got like the crystal section. We're going to have the pink section, the blue section. So we really go nuts with Christmas, and it really gets you in the mood.
Yeah.
Because remember when we were growing up, you had like all the Halleys and the Higbees, and I'm going to date ourselves now, but and the beautiful windows and the displays. We don't have that anymore. So this really gets you in the mood. And I mean, we spend so much time. It's nuts, but it's fun for us too, because we get to be creative and do things differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. And you're right. It does get you in the mood.
It does.
You need to have something.
Yes.
You definitely need to have
You've
something.
got to.
Little snow wouldn't hurt either.
Yeah, well, not yet.
Okay,
not yet.
not
please.
Not right now, but maybe in a little while.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's, I think people are always looking for different things. That was one of the things I always love about your store too, is that when you're thinking in your head, I need to get some, gifts for somebody that's hard to buy for, or
huge variety.
Yeah.
Yes, huge variety. And we do a big price range too. I mean, you can get something from a couple dollars to a couple $1,000s, and so we really have something for anyone.
Yeah, and that's good.
Lots of handmade jewelry, though. The jewelry is we'll do bronze, freshwater pearls, semi-precious stones, but it's fun jewelry, things you want to wear and you can wear every day until you go to something even real fancy. You can wear it.
Yeah.
I always call it fun, more artistic jewelry.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Because like you say, you can wear it and it's different and people notice, oh, I love that. That's so different.
Yes.
And that's the kind of stuff that makes great gifts too.
Exactly.
Somebody's not getting.
Well, it's different. You're not going to find it anywhere else.
Yeah. Two people aren't buying the same thing.
Exactly.
For you or whatever. So that's always a really good thing too.
Yeah.
So yes. Oh, look at us planning for Christmas.
I know. Let's get through Fall Festival first, please.
I agree. All right, we'll take our final break and we'll continue with Wendy and Studio Arts and Glass on our Spotlight this Monday morning on 1480 WHBC.
Your place for news and what's going on in our community.
Thank God WHBC will be there to give us local perspective on everything that's going on within, on the local races and then, of course, the national races.
1480 WHBC.
JT here, and if you're like me and grew up in Canton, you grew up with Sugardale brand meats. From hot dogs to bacon, simply the best. A local company in Stark County doing business the right way for over 100 years. Committed to making high-quality products, a fan favorite, and a perfect match for your next tailgate. In fact, Sugardale hot dogs are an official partner and official hot dog of the Cleveland Guardians. Sugardale, a Stark County tradition.
Who does Joe Biden have to thank for backing his extreme liberal agenda?
I want to thank my buddy Sherrod Brown.
Sherrod Brown backed Biden, voting to let transgender biological men participate in women's sports, and supported allowing puberty blockers and even sex change surgeries for minor children.
My buddy Sherrod Brown.
And Brown backed Bidenomics. Reckless Washington spending and inflation causing prices to soar. Groceries up 22%. Electricity up 32%. Gas up 50%. The Brown-Biden price increases are smothering hardworking Ohio families. Their extreme liberal policies are hurting Ohio. And who's to thank for this mess?
I want to thank my buddy Sherrod Brown.
Biden's buddy, Sherrod Brown. Way too liberal for Ohio. Vote no. Senate Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.senateleadershipfund.org.
Fall has arrived at Studio Arts and Glass. Friday and Saturday, make a fused glass nightlight. Call to reserve your spot. Shop our blown glass pumpkin patch while enjoying a refreshment featuring local artists, stained glass, Halloween, sunflowers, and pumpkins galore. Fall Festival of Art this Friday till 7, Saturday till 5 at Studio Arts and Glass in North Canton on 77 and Apple Grove.
Proper tree care is an investment that can lead to substantial returns and increased personal enjoyment. Hiring a certified arborist can help care for your trees and prevent storm damage. Inspections by Ohio ISA certified arborists can often find and mitigate tree defects before they fail. Only professionals with specialized knowledge and training are properly equipped to provide appropriate care. To find an arborist, visit trees4ohio.org. That's trees, the number 4, ohio.org.
Hi, I'm Martha Stewart. Every year, more than 4 million pets enter shelters here in the United States. My friends at American Humane have been helping animals since 1877. The goal is to ensure that pets have a safe shelter, especially during natural disasters. Adopting a shelter pet allows shelters to help more animals awaiting care. Please consider adopting today and take some time to learn more about American Humane's other work at americanhumane.org.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Serving my country required sacrifice. Sacrifice that changed my life forever. I remember the day I came home. Because of my injuries, this house wasn't right for me anymore. I remember the narrow doorways, the small bathrooms, the shelves out of reach when in my wheelchair. Every day was full of obstacles. I felt trapped. I remember a better day. The day my family received a specially adapted custom home from Homes for Our Troops. That day changed everything. Now we have a safe and accessible home to enjoy the freedom I fought for. This place, our home, is exactly what we needed to rebuild our lives.
Homes for Our Troops builds and donates specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans and enables them to rebuild their lives. Join our mission at hfotusa.org.
Progressive presents Renters MVP's Most Valuable Possessions. Today's MVP, Joe Fallon's bedroom mini fridge. Sure, this pint-sized chiller's max capacity is 3 soda cans, but what it lacks in stature, it makes up in cooling strength. Each beverage a perfect 37 degrees every time. And the 2 feet Joe walks to get a drink, priceless. That's why his mini fridge is today's MVP. Keep your most valuable possessions protected by bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
When it comes to my lifestyle and diet, I don't always make the smartest choices. Touchdown! Woo! Hey, how about another round and some more chips? But when it comes to taking care of my liver, I do make one very smart choice. Active liver tablets from New Nordic. I used to have real issues with my liver, and at my last checkup, my doc was concerned about my numbers. But since adding a once-a-day active liver tablet, my gut's better, I feel great, and my doctor's happy. I ask a lot of my liver, so the least I can do to say thanks is a daily dose of Active Liver.
You ask a lot of your liver, so give it the support it needs with Active Liver. You can find Active Liver at Amazon.com or ask for Active Liver at your local CVS. Or for a volume discount, visit NewNordicUSA.com. Go to new, NORDICUSA.com, Amazon, or ask for Active Liver at your local CVS. Now back to Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
Okay, this is our final segment of our Monday edition of Spotlight, and we've been talking studio arts and glass with Wendy Joliet, who's the owner and operator. And let's do the directions. Let's just do the directions one more time. And this, folks, if you are coming either north or south on 77, it's the same.
Correct.
When you get off at the Schufel exit.
Yes. So Schufel's exit 112. Mm-hmm. You'll take a right off the exit, and you'll be going east. You'll at the next light, which is the next street, you'll make a right on Freedom, and the next street is Strasser. You'll make a right on Strasser. Strasser dead ends right into 77, and you'll see my 50-foot neon sign. You can only turn one way, and you're basically at my building.
You're
yes.
right there.
Yes.
So it is very easy to find.
It's so easy. It's just right.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Exactly.
No matter which direction you're coming on 77.
Exactly.
Because it brings you around. We were talking about
Apple Grove and 77 is the easiest way. We're considered North Canton, but we're in Jackson Township.
Okay. There you go.
More confusing. I know.
And the address is Strauss Avenue, Northwest.
It is, exactly. I know.
Which kind of cracks me up, but that's okay. But that's the easiest way to tell folks is 77. And then once you go there, that way, you may find an easier way from your home to get there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But it's easy.
Yeah, it's very, very simple. Yeah. All right, let's, for folks who maybe are just tuning in right now, we want to, again, tell them what's going to be happening this coming weekend.
So this weekend is our Fall Festival, and Friday we're open from 10 until 7, Saturday 10 to 5. We do a special fused glass nightlight class that you need to call and sign up for. We'll have refreshments. You'll get to shop our Halloween, our pumpkins, and we say pumpkins galore because we've got hundreds of pumpkins. Hand-blown glass pumpkins, fabric pumpkins, anything you can think of in a pumpkin, we've got it. The following weekend, you can make a succulent pumpkin, taking a pumpkin class, either Friday afternoon from 2 to 4 or Saturday from 10 to 12. So you'll need to call and schedule for any of our classes. Then the following weekend, we start our stained glass classes up and fused glass wind chimes, night lights, plant stakes, a little bit of everything.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, paint your pet class, which is so much fun.
That one, I love
You
the
should
thought
do
of
that, Pam.
I know.
You got to do that.
Think about
Yes.
that. My little Lulu.
Lulu needs painted.
She needs
Yes,
painted.
yes.
Yes, absolutely she does. That'd be great. Well, the other thing is, too, for folks who are need something custom when
Yes.
it comes to stained glass, probably should mention that a little bit, too.
So you can come to the studio, look at all our different examples. I'll come to your home, make suggestions, measure your space, whether it be an entranceway, a transom, a large tub window, things like that. We do a little bit of everything. Kitchen cabinets, pantry doors between rooms. We can, if you've got like a 15 light door in your office and it's ugly because it's just got that stamp of tempered glass on every one of those 15 panes, we can cut that whole opening out and put a beautiful leaded glass window in. And it just adds so much to your home. It's just, stained glass is beautiful. It's timeless. We always make things that it can be removed in case Johnny throws a baseball through the window. We can take the window out. We can fix it. We did a project up in Akron years ago where the little boy had a piggy bank and threw his piggy bank through the leaded glass window. And took the window out, fixed it, put it back in. Same day, Johnny threw that piggy bank through the window again.
No.
And we had to take the window out and fix it again. So after that, the piggy bank disappeared. So it was not going to happen again.
Sorry, Johnny.
Sorry, Johnny. But yeah. So I've seen everything. Yeah. Over the years.
And
yes.
and the thing about it is, you're not just putting the stained glass in windows, like in
Correct.
a window.
Yes.
It's in all different places.
All different places. Your transoms, your indoors, bathroom windows, entranceways, kitchen cabinets, a little bit of everything.
And like you were saying, you were at restaurants, the booth. In between booths, you put stuff.
Yeah,
in.
you got to go to Bricks up in Green. Most fabulous restaurant you've ever been to. But the decor, I'm so excited of what we did for the Halloween. You got to see it. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's fun. But yeah, we did a whole 25-foot wall of stained glass there probably, 10 years ago, Bricks opened. But it's a great restaurant up in Green, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Wonderful food. Wonderful. Yeah.
And a great example of their work. So that's
And if
really
you go
cool.
to church on Sunday and you see some holes in your stained glass windows or the windows starting to bow or bend, that's when they call me. I actually was at a church in Canton South last week where the window actually fell out because they get so bad. If you don't call me in time, the windows will fall out. This has happened to us a few times now. But we can take that window, totally restore it, and we'll put it back in the opening, and it'll last another lifetime.
Wow.
So you think anywhere between 50 to 75 years, your stained glass windows, before they start needing repair or restoration. And after that, they just need some love.
All right, that's great. So, if you want to go take a look at the pumpkin succulent, there's a picture of it on the website.
Yes.
And you can see, I've never seen anything like it. So that's very easy to go take a look at, studioartsandglass.com. Very easy. All kinds of cool stuff on the website as well, by the way. And if you want to sign up for the classes, they call.
Yes, call to reserve your space because we only take so many people for each class. And then we can keep current with it that way.
Okay, and the number?
494-9779. And, of course, area code 330.
That makes it very simple.
Yes.
And so don't forget, this weekend is pumpkins and more pumpkins.
More pumpkins, pumpkins galore, we like to say.
And then next weekend is the succulents and then it goes on and on and on from there.
We also have the Blanco sunflower bowls, and those are perfect for Fall Festival also.
Oh,
yes.
beautiful
Blanco
bowls.
is still making the sunflower bowls. We've got them either small or a large size, and they're stunning.
Come see them. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Thank you, Wendy. Thanks for coming in. It was good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Let's take a look at what's happening right now on the WHBC YouTube. Some things are bigger than baseball. Find out why a local baseball star is turning down D1 offers